speaking on organizing your speech, keeping these points in view. And this speaker is a person who joined the Speechcraft program late. He was very serious in what he did. He put his heart and soul into it, picked up the ropes fast, and soon after that he joined the Toastmasters club. By virtue of doing this, he can straight away start on with the fourth speech or the fifth speech, but he decided not to do so. He decided to start from icebreaker again. And today he's already at a halfway mark of becoming a competent communicator. He is doing his final year BBM in Christ University. Apart from his studies in communication, honing on communication skills, he is a very good basketball player who's been representing the state right from the time when he was 12 years old. Today he finds himself in the senior team, on the state senior team. So I can go on talking about him, but I think it's time to call him. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Adeel Anis.
A gallery packed with spectators. Sorry.
His voice doesn't need a mic.
A gallery packed with spectators. 40 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. 2 referees running up and down the court, whistling when necessary. 2 coaches walking back and forth, screaming at the top of their lungs. 2 teams, 10 players in their respective team jerseys, who play solid defense, jump high up for the rebound, dribble, pass, run, and finally shoot the ball into the basket. Mr. Coordinator, Toastmasters, and Speechcrafters, do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. Basketball is one of the most exciting games, and valuable lessons in life can be learned through this game, says the current best basketball player in the world, Kobe Bryant. Basketball was invented by James Naismith back in 1891 and is now spread to almost 200 countries and is the most popular in the United States of America, where people are just crazy about this game. I would like to tell you an incident. It was the finals and the decider game between the 2 best teams in the world, Los Angeles Lakers and Boston Celtics. And there was a spectator in the stadium who didn't get a proper seat. So he looked around and spotted an empty seat and asked the man sitting next to it, "Is this seat taken?" The man replied, "Yes, this seat belongs to my wife. She passed away." The spectator felt sorry for the man and asked him, "But sir, why don't you give the ticket to your friends or your relatives?" The man replied, "They are at the funeral." Such is the impact a game of basketball can create in people. I started playing basketball 10 years back, and I've learned that valuable lessons in life can be learned through this game. Magic Johnson once said, "Being physically and mentally fit is important to play basketball." 2 years back at Nationals, we had to play the Punjab state team. They had an advantage. They were physically stronger compared to us, and that bothered us. But our coach came up with a few strategies to stop them and told us to keep that in mind and implement that during the game. During the game, we did exactly what he said, and we won. A good player knows that being physically and mentally fit is very important to play. And if you see, even in life, being physically and mentally fit is very much essential. The objective of the game is to score the ball into the basket. And at the end of the game, the team with the most number of baskets or points wins the game. And it's important that you play it throughout. The best coach in the world, Phil Jackson, said, "Never ever give up." I would like to tell you my personal experience. 2 years back, I was in Kerala playing a tournament. We were playing the home team. They had the support of the referees and the support of the crowd. The match started. Both the teams were playing exceptionally well. At the end of the halftime, score leveled at 55 each. Very interesting. But when the second half started, the scenario completely changed. They suddenly took a 10-point lead, scored 65-56. Our team already down. The coach then took a timeout and called us and said, "Guys, this is a prestigious tournament and this match is worth 1 lakh rupees. Please fight till the end and don't ever give up." We respected him. We went back. We fought. We fought till the final whistle was blown. And yet, end of the game, score 78-76 in our favour. Even in life, there may be many challenges you face, but to be successful, you have to persevere and never ever give up. The best players in the world, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, haven't won all the games they have played. They have had their share of losses as well. But these players have looked into their losses, learned from it, improvised themselves, and turned out to be the best. Even in life, everything will not go your way. You'll have losses and wins, failures and success. But if you look into your losses, learn from it, improvise yourself, remain positive, you will be the best. Michael Jordan, the best player in the career of basketball, says, and I quote, "I have missed 9,000 shots my whole career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I was entrusted to take the winning shot by my team and I have missed. I have failed over and over again, and that is why I succeed." Back to you.
Thank you, Adeel, for your wonderful speech. Now I'll do a quick summary or review of the speech on what I spoke, and I'm going to relate it with what he said. Now if you see, he came up, started with a very good opening which captured the attention of the audience immediately. He spoke about how a basketball match is played and what happens in the basketball match. And then he drew the audience to how the basketball started, and then towards scenario in a basketball match where about a person, and he added a lot of humor into it. So he was able to capture the attention of the audience very well, and then he went on to the body of the speech, which the 3 points which he made was he related the game of basketball, the learnings from the game of basketball to the importance, what is necessary in our lives itself. Those 3 points were fitness and toughness, which is really necessary in the game of basketball, which is also necessary in our lives. And he drew parallels from the game and life itself. And he says, never give up. And he elaborated on that. And then he said, learning from your mistakes. This is what we need to constantly do. And he brought out these 3 points relating to the game of basketball, and he closed it with a very good closing. So this is what he was successfully able to do, and this is exactly what I was trying to tell you in organizing your speech. This is what is expected from you, or even better. So I'm sure all of you are going to do a wonderful job with this. And beforehand, I'd say what is the purpose of the speech? His purpose of the speech to educate and to motivate to some extent, to learn. If a sport has the thing which is necessary, you can even think of taking up a sport seriously or understanding the importance of the lessons of life. That's what his purpose was, and I think he's done a good job. What do you think?
Excellent.
So back to the question.